gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more. White son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Tag. Viking, hey, kick, go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kenneth Walker, his target, out of the backfield. Third down here. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Back. Panther 6, Mustang 19.
And Richardson yet again. Going deep for Walker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenneth Walker becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. Stroud working out of the gun to Mixon on the check down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the quick, right?
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And some room to run now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. The Texans are 12-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He's got room at the 30, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Stroud. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Down! Pat the 60, pat the 60. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's in for a score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Stroud. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Mixon with a first down carry. We'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You look at this Colt defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 28. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Williams. On a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 25-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
19 Texans. Here we go.
Again, it's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70.
Now Richardson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
70 Timberwolves, 19 Wyatt.
Richardson looking to throw this. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Come on.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Richardson on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Ready. That's a 43-yard line.
79 Broncos. Viking 18. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slipped on him in the pocket.
Bronco 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 102 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt.
7 Pirates, 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Here's Richardson to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren from 8 yards out. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
Texans 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
2 minutes
line.
remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, south. Tony.
Stroud looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. The throwing again is Stroud. And it fights him off. Stroud is hit and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The kicker on for the point after.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
All ready. 19, 118. Robin. Hey, uno more.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And Stroud now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Fights loose. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Stroud is hit in the is loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Richardson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Come on.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stroud. He will find his big tight end over the middle. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Stroud. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Stroud looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down, and he is able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin from 17 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Richardson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
South. White zone. Oh, right. 18. South. 19 Texas. Right.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
69, Bronco 80.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Down the field, he's got one. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
25 yards on the play. That's another Colts first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You're not 60 Bobcats. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Lions.
Richardson looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18. Let's go.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A good-looking return set up here.
Let's take over first down 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. This is caught by McMillan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
19, hurt. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 19, Lion.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down to about the 32.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On the 6.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Get up. 60, Bronco 80. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 24. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Let's go. 8, unlock line. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Go.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
60 Eagles.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Cougar 19.
Now Richardson. Caught left side. Here's Dell. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Here we go. Packers, 70 Lions.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
19, Target, Dragon 60, Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Walker will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Check the wayboard. Check the wayboard. Here we go. Set. Let's go.
That's caught right side. It's Warren. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
18. What's that? Under. Hey, uno.
Now Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will get out of bounds. That stops the clock, but 2-yard gains, definitely not what you're looking for at this juncture.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good.